Hello everyone, this is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research here at FXPRIMUS, bringing my European opening market comment for Friday, September 16th. Well, after the relatively busy European day yesterday, there are no major indicators out during the European morning today. So I'm only going to have one video today. The main event in Europe today will be a meeting of the leaders of the 27 remaining EU countries. The main topic will be how to deal with the refugee crisis, while also, they hope reducing unemployment through infrastructure investment. Now, given the large differences between the Eastern and Western European countries on how to handle the refugees, I don't expect any breakthrough today. It seems that they're aiming for some agreement at a summit in Rome next March. That meeting will mark the 60th anniversary of the signing of the EU's founding document, the Treaty of Rome. In fact, the big issue for the market right now, Brexit, won't even be on today's agenda, officially at least, because the EU's position is no negotiation without notification. That is, the UK has to officially notify the EU that it's withdrawing before negotiations can begin. Without any decisions on Brexit, I doubt whether today's meeting will really be market affecting. So the action will begin when the US day begins. The US CPI, the Consumer Price Index for August, will be an important snapshot of inflation out of next week's FOMC meeting. The headline figure is expected to accelerate a bit, but on the other hand, the core inflation figure is expected to show prices rising at the same annual pace as in the month before. As you can see here, the headline CPI tracks the headline Personal Consumption Expenditure, the PCE deflator, fairly well. But the core CPI and the core PCE, the core Personal Consumption Expenditure deflator, diverge much more. That's important because it's the core PCE deflator, the blue line in this graph, not core inflation, the yellow line, that the Fed uses as its preferred measure of inflation. So it's unclear what it means for the committee's decision-making process when the core CPI is still above the 2% target, but core PCE, the target inflation measure, remains well below that level. If the data do come out as expected, showing no acceleration in inflation, the dollar could weaken slightly as hopes of a rate hike at next week fade even further. Subsequently, the U of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Survey is expected to rise modestly after 2 consecutive months of decline. The Conference Board Consumer Sentiment Index was a relatively sharp 4.4 points during the month, so it seems reasonable that the U of M index should rise too. Contrary to what's the CPI, the improvement in consumer sentiment could prove supportive for the dollar. This is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research at FXPRIMUS. Get more market insights on our education pages and turn your trading ideas into action with FXPRIMUS, the safest place to trade.